This week on The Facts, entertainment for people on a budget.
We go on a tour with an old school animator.
And a trip down memory lane, our greatest hits.
This is The Facts.
Hi, I'm Nick Logan.
And I'm Melissa DiCostanzo. Welcome to The Facts, a weekly news show produced by King's journalism students.
This is our last show of 2008. We thought we'd do it from our home, the King's TV newsroom. This is where the magic happens.
And it's quite cozy. If you're sick of paying to rent movies, you should take a trip down to the library instead. They have thousands of movies you can borrow, and they're all free. Ryan Baker has more.
I got everybody that I know, I'm like, you know that you can get movies for free there. And they're like, you can? I thought they were just old movies. I'm like, no, they've got everything, and it's all new, and it's great, and it's free.
The Halifax Public Libraries have stocked movies on their shelves for years. But Megan O'Neill has just discovered this alternative to renting from a video store.
Constantly for the last 7 months, I haven't rented a movie anywhere since I've discovered that you can get movies at the library.
The Alderney Gate Library in Dartmouth has every kind of movie you could possibly want. Just think about it. All these DVDs, and these movies are free. Every single one.
People have a chance of coming in and finding something new, perhaps that they haven't seen before. So it's by far our probably most popular collection. We have probably close to 60,000 DVDs total in our region, not just at this branch, but our total collection for Halifax Public Libraries, and they circulate very heavily.
It's not like video stores, where a new release can cost you around $7 for one night. All you need here is a library card. Perfect for someone looking to watch a movie without the price tag. Heather McKenzie has been working at Alderney Gate for 8 years. She says the public is catching on.
It's by far our very most popular item that we circulate, so we probably circulate in the run of a day maybe more DVDs than anything else. It's one of our very highest items, so people certainly know that we have DVDs and they're coming to the branches looking for them.
The only time you might have to pay is if you keep a movie too long. Late charges on DVDs are $2 a day. For Megan O'Neill, there's still no downside.
I just get random movies, and then, yeah, I don't have to pay for them. So if they suck or I don't want to watch them, it's okay because they're free.
For The Facts, I'm Ryan Baker.
Animation has been around for decades, but one animator is sticking to the classical approach. Perry King paid him a visit.
Even though digital animation has taken on many elements, it is within these doors that a simple animation style exists.
Helps with all the...
Jim McSwain's animation style involves making lots of collages and trusts the animation cameras to bring his pictures to life.
It's very, very dynamic in the sense of that you're using raw materials, like raw materials that are come from the everyday, existence, and I think everyone can relate to that. Everyone kind of relates to, ads from magazines and characters from that you could create yourself out of various animation styles, cartoon styles, etc.
McSwain has animated shorts since the 80s. His style has changed very little.
Assemble it, and I'll have this ship, that I hope I'll be able to use in the animation.
Even though digital short films are appealing more to consumers and pop culture, McSwain would rather express himself this way. And his style over the years has kept away from the fads.
The only thing that's kind of changed is that my ability to be more, what would you say, you know, the movement and the characters and the you know, the being able to sort of kind of finesse the drama of, you know, the various sort of animation you know, storylines has improved, obviously. You know, that comes with experience, yeah.
His experience has led him to become an active member of the Atlantic Filmmakers Cooperative. As well, he's a programming coordinator for the Center for Art Tapes. Ironically, he works mostly in film, but not digital. But he's not worried about the competition between the two forms. The industry itself uses mostly film anyway. For the facts, I'm Perry King.
I'm Mayor Kelly. Many Nova Scotians don't have enough to eat, but a group of hunters and butchers are working with the food banks to do something about it. Kim Hart Macneill has the story.
Feed Nova Scotia, probably about 8 years ago, made a conscious decision to change from handling just non-perishables to handling perishable product.
Well, the Federation has always had the knowledge that the food bank could use some help. You know, there's a lot of people who try to collect money for them, but the one thing that they have a heck of a hard time getting is protein, direct protein.
Hunters for the Hungry is a program where hunters can donate surplus meat to Feed Nova Scotia. There's a lot of people who like to hunt, like some of the meat, but not all of the meat, and they wanted to make it available to families in need.
Every year now, for the last 3 years, it's been growing, and you know, the participation's kind of fun. I was fortunate enough this year to get a deer, and I went to one of the butchers that are in the program, because there are very specific people who can cut this meat and do it for the food bank, and made a contribution of that deer meat.
And I was quite happy when I received that, and I was quite happy to be involved in the program, especially when this is my first year with that.
It's been really good. The first year was about 400 kilograms. Last year was just under 800 kilograms. So far this year, it's just started to come in. We have over 100 kilograms already brought in, cut up and brought in. But the meat cutters are calling us and saying, we've run out of bags, we need more bags. So that's a really good sign. That means that the hunters are catching on again.
I donate my time and my cutting fees. If somebody would donate a deer, they don't really have to pay me for cutting. Normally we'll voluntarily cut it ourselves, and we'll package it, and we'll call Feed Nova Scotia in order for them to come and pick it up.
Everybody who wants it told up front exactly what it is. It's not beef. It's better. It's deer meat.
Lots of families were calling and asking, you know, what food banks had it, where could they get some of it. So that was a very positive thing.
And another guy donated the whole thing. And that was like you know, about 120, 130 pound deer, and that was the deer meat, solid meat, you know.
Yeah. Well, if everybody did that, from every deer that was shot in the province, that'd be a lot of meals, a lot of meals.
They've actually are offering people a second license, and because there's too many deer in one area, and they actually did that thinking that the hunters would donate, you know, a second deer to Feed Nova Scotia. So it's going to be really interesting at the end of the season to see how that turns out.